Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we will see De Moivre's theorem and its examples. Proof of this De Moivre's theorem is not asked in your examination. So you just have to remember statement of De Moivre's theorem. Okay, so let us see the statement of this theorem. Statement of this theorem is if n be a rational number, then the value or one of the values of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equivalent to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Okay, here whenever, according to De Moivre's theorem, whenever such type of equation is given, here if it is n, then you just have to multiply this n here inside the bracket. So we get cos n theta plus I sin n theta. If here it is 2, then we should have got cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta. If it was 4, then we should have got cos 4 theta plus I sin 4 theta according to De Moivre's theorem. Okay, and based on this there are three corollaries of De Moivre's theorem. So that corollaries you have to remember it. Okay, that is cis theta raised to minus n. What is this? It is cos theta plus I sin theta. This term is written in short form as cis theta. Okay, so again it is equivalent to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. You have to multiply this minus n inside the bracket, so you get cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Corollary 2, if it is given cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n, then we will get cos n theta minus I sin of n theta. And corollary 3 is 1 upon cos theta plus I sin n theta is given. Then it means that if we take in the numerator part, then we get cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 1. And if we multiply this minus 1 inside, then we get cos theta plus sign will change to minus 1, so minus I sin theta. Okay, but here it is necessary to note that sin theta plus I cos theta raised to n is not equivalent to sin n theta plus I cos n theta. If it is cos theta plus I sin n theta raised to n, then only you can apply De Moivre's theorem. But if sin theta plus I cos theta is given, then you cannot apply the rule according to the De Moivre's theorem. Okay, and the second rule is cos theta plus I sin phi raised to n is given, then also you cannot write that cos n theta plus I sin n phi. Here both the terms should be same. Here if it is theta, then here also it should be theta. Then only you can apply this rule. Okay, so this is the statement and corollaries according to De Moivre's theorem. So now we will see example of De Moivre's theorem. Example 1. Simplify cos 3 theta minus I sin 3 theta raised to whole square into cos 7 theta plus I sin 7 theta raised to minus 3, and in the denominator part cos 5 theta plus I sin 5 theta raised to 6 into cos 2 theta minus I sin 2 theta raised to minus 5 is given. Now according to De Moivre's theorem, we know that whenever we have cos theta plus I sin theta, then we can write like this. We can take this 3 outside the bracket. So we can write cos 3 theta minus cos theta minus I sin theta raised to minus 3. And here if I write plus sign. So if I solve this equation according to De Moivre's theorem, then I will get this term cos 3 theta minus I sin 3 theta. So we have just written according to De Moivre's theorem, and whole square is there as it is. Okay, so here also we can write cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to 7, and minus 3 will again remain as it is. Similarly, in the denominator part we will get cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 5 and whole raised to 6. Here also cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 2. Because if I will multiply it by minus 2, then I will get this term. Whole raised to 5 minus 5. Okay. So now if we rewrite this equation, then we get cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 6. If we multiply these terms, then we will get minus 6. Here we will get minus 21, here 30 and here 10. Okay. So we are writing just as it is, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 21 divided by cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 30, and here cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 10. Okay. And if we take these terms in the numerator part, then we can rewrite this equation as cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to minus 6 minus 21, and if these terms will go up, then in the numerator part, then we will get minus 30 minus 10. So that is equivalent to cos theta plus I sin theta, and if you solve it, then you will get here minus 67. So we got this term, and now according to De Moivre's theorem, we can again convert this equation in the according to De Moivre's rule as cos 67 theta minus I sin 67 theta. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Okay, we have, according to De Moivre's rule, we multiplied it inside the bracket, so we got this term. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, now example 2. If n is a positive integer, then show that a plus ib raised to n plus a minus ib raised to n is equal to 2 into r raised to n cos theta, when r square is a square plus b square and theta is tan inverse b by a. Now how we will solve this equation? Let us see. Now as r square is given, when we will get r square equal to a square plus b square, whenever we will take let a equal to r cos theta and b equal to r sin theta. Okay, જ્યારે આપણે r cos theta અને r sin theta લેશું, ત્યારે આપણને r square a square plus b square મળશે. એટલે આપણને આની ઉપરથી ખબર પડે કે આપણે a r cos theta અને b r sin theta લઈ શકીએ. બરાબર? So we get r square equal to a square plus b square, because r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, cos square theta plus sin square theta will be 1. So we will get r square equal to a square plus b square. That is already given in the question. And theta we will get tan inverse b by a. Okay. Now we will take this equation first and then we will take this equation. So if we take first equation, then we can write a plus ib raised to n. Now we will substitute these values here. What is our a? A is r cos theta plus I. What is our b? R sin theta. And whole raised to n. Okay, so we can rewrite this equation as, if we take r raised to n outside the bracket, then we can write r raised to n cos, and if we apply De Moivre's rule here, then this n will be multiplied inside the bracket, so we will get cos n theta plus I sin n theta according to De Moivre's rule. Okay, so we got a plus ib raised to n. And now if we solve this term, a plus ib raised to a minus ib raised to n, then we will get a minus ib raised to n. Now no need to put value and check. From this equation we can directly write it, that we will get cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Okay. So we got a plus ib raised to n and a minus ib raised to n. But what we have to show that whenever you add them, you should get this term. So now let us add this both the terms. So we will, if we add them, we get a plus ib raised to n plus a minus ib raised to n. That is equivalent to 2r raised to n. And if you add this both term, then this and this term will get cancelled, and so you will get cos theta. Okay? Sorry, cos n theta. 2r raised to n into cos n theta. Okay? So thus we here also n is there. In the question also n is given. So whenever we add this term, we got this term. That only we have to show. So this is the answer of the given example. Because whenever you will add this term, આ બે term છે એ cancel થઈ જશે કેમ કે આ પોઝિટિવ છે અને આ નેગેટિવ છે એટલે આપણને શું મળશે 2r raised to n into cos n theta. Okay? So next example, example 3. If alpha and beta are the roots of x square minus 2x plus 4 equal to 0, then prove that alpha raised to n plus beta raised to n is equivalent to 2 raised to n plus 1 into cos n pi by 3. Okay, for this we have this quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. So if we solve them, then we will get alpha and beta as the root. Okay, root. So x square minus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. Then according to the equation minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, if we will solve, then we will get values of x. So we will get x equal to minus, this is already minus, so b will become plus, so 2 plus or minus b square, that is 4 minus 16 upon 2a is already 1. And if we solve it, we get 2 plus or minus, here we will get 2 root 3i divided by 2. Because 4 minus 16 is minus 8, minus 12. And in the terms of this, you can write 2 root 3i. So here we got 2 root 3i. Okay? So our two terms will be x1. If we solve it, then we will get 1 plus or minus under root 3i. Okay? So we got these values. But in the question it is told that alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So we will take alpha is equal to 1 plus root 3i and beta is equal to 1 minus root 3i. As in the question it is told. Okay? So now if we take alpha and beta as this and compare with equation x plus iy, then here we will get x equal to 1 and y equal to root 3. And here we will, if we compare it with this equation x plus iy, then we will get x equal to 1 and y equal to minus root 3. Okay? And already we have x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. That is, if we find the roots, if we find r, then we will get r equal to under root x square plus y square, that is under root 1 plus 3, that is under root 4, and that is equal to 2. So we got r2 here, and here also if we calculate r, then here also we will get 2. But okay, so in both the places we got r equal to 2, and if we find theta, then we will get theta equal to tan inverse under root 3 by 1, that is we will get theta equal to pi by 3. Now what is asked? That you have to find alpha raised to n, you have to show that alpha raised to n plus beta raised to n is equivalent to this term. So we will find alpha raised to n and beta raised to n first. Now we have alpha. Alpha is 1 plus under root 3i. Then what is alpha raised to n? Alpha raised to n will be 1 plus under root 3i raised to n. Okay? And similarly we have beta raised to n, that is 1 minus root 3i raised to n. Okay? But if we compare this, but as the term which we have to show that this is equal to આ જે ટર્મ આપેલી છે cos અને એના ફોર્મમાં છે, cos sin ના ફોર્મમાં. So we, according to that, we will take 1 equal to r cos theta, that is x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. So y is under root 3 equal to r sin theta. And that is we have done here. That is then only જો આપણે r cos theta 1 લઈએ અને r sin theta under root 3 લઈએ તો જ આપણને r square ની વેલ્યુ આ મળે, x square under root x square plus y square. So every time whenever you have, જ્યારે પણ x plus iy નું ફોર્મ આપેલું હોય ત્યારે આપણે આ જે પહેલી ટર્મ છે એને r cos theta લઈ શકીએ અને આ જે સેકન્ડ ટર્મ છે એને r sin theta લઈ શકીએ. Similarly for beta also we will take 1 equal to r cos theta and minus root 3 equal to r sin theta. And now if we substitute this value here, then we will get alpha raised to n equal to r cos theta plus, what is our under root 3i? Or under root 3 is r sin theta, so r sin theta. But this I will remain as it is, so here we can write I also. Okay? Raised to n. So if we can rewrite this equation as r raised to n cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n. Okay? And here also for beta we can write r raised to n cos theta minus I sin theta raised to n. Okay, and if we, according to De Moivre's rule, if we write this equation, then we can write this n will get multiplied into the bracket, so we will get cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Okay, and here we will get r raised to n cos n theta minus I sin n theta. આપણને શું કીધું છે કે આલ્ફા રેસ ટુ એન પ્લસ બીટા રેસ ટુ એન બેનું એડિશન કરવાનું છે, તો આપણું છે બીટા રેસ ટુ એન. ઓકે, તો એ બેને આપણે એડ કરીએ તો આપણને શું મળશે? આલ્ફા એન પ્લસ બીટા એન, દેટ ઇઝ ઇક્વિવેલન્ટ ટુ, જ્યારે આપણે એડ કરશું ત્યારે અગેન ધીસ એન્ડ ધીસ ટર્મ વિલ ગેટ કેન્સલ્ડ, બીકોઝ આ ટર્મ છે એ પોઝિટિવ છે અને આ ટર્મ છે એ નેગેટિવ છે, એટલે આ બંને કેન્સલ થઈ જશે. સો વી વિલ ગેટ 2r રેસ ટુ n cos n theta. Okay, but we have to r ની વેલ્યુ આપણી પાસે છે, r શું છે? 2 છે, તો આપણે અહીંયા 2 મૂકી શકીએ r ની જગ્યાએ. So we will get 2 into 2 raised to n cos n, and we also have the value of theta, that is pi by 3. So we have to put that value here. And if we add the as આ બે મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન માં છે તો આપણે એને એડ કરી શકીએ તો આપણને શું મળે? 2 raised to n plus 1 cos n pi by 3. Okay, so આપણે alpha raised to n plus beta raised to n આ આપણે પ્રૂવ કરવાનું હતું, so it is proved. Okay, so in this way you have to prove according to De Moivre's by using De Moivre's rule. Okay, so example 4, x plus 1 by x equal to 2 cos theta is given. Then we have to prove that xn plus 1 upon x raised to n is this 2 cos n theta, and this term should be equivalent to this term. We have to prove that. So how we will prove it? First of all, what is given? X plus 1 by x equal to 2 cos theta is given. Okay, so we will convert it into the form of equation, that is x square minus 1 equal to 2 cos theta. If we write, તો આપણે શું લખી શકીએ? x square minus 2 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. And if we solve it according to minus b plus or minus b square, under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, then we will get its root. That is minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac, ac is 1 and 1 upon 2a. Okay, that is 2 cos theta plus or minus, if we take 4 common here, then under root 4 will be 2, and cos square theta minus 1 upon 2. But we can write cos square theta minus 1 as sin square theta. So we can write, here under root is there, 2 cos theta plus or minus sin square theta by 2. And that is equivalent to, this 2 is also there, and if we take this 2 common, and then this and this 2 will get cancelled. So we will get cos theta plus or minus under root sin square theta. But we can rewrite this term as cos theta plus or minus I sin theta. Okay, so we got these terms. And now these are the roots of our equation. But we do, so this is our x. But આપણે શું કરવાનું છે? આ આપણે x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n આ પ્રૂવ કરવાનું છે. એટલે આપણે ખાલી જે આ x મળ્યું છે એ આની જગ્યાએ આપણે મૂકી દઈએ. બરાબર? So x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n, that is equivalent to cos theta plus or minus I sin theta raised to n plus 1 upon છે એની બદલે આપણે x raised to minus n લખી લઈએ તો ન્યુમરેટરમાં લઈ લઈએ. બરાબર? તો minus n ખાલી આવશે, એટલે શું આવશે? cos theta plus or minus I sin theta whole raised to minus n. આપણે આ ટર્મ ઉપર લઈ લીધી. બરાબર? હવે આપણે આને ડી મોઇવલ્સ રૂલ પ્રમાણે લખીએ તો શું થશે? n છે એ અંદર મલ્ટીપ્લાય થશે, એટલે cos n theta plus or minus I sin n theta plus cos n theta. આ મલ્ટીપ્લાય થાય અંદર તો સાઇન ચેન્જ થશે, એટલે માઇનસ પ્લસ ઓર માઇનસ ની બદલે માઇનસ પ્લસ થઈ જશે. sin I sin n theta. પણ આ જે છે એ બે અલગ અલગ છે, એક પોઝિટિવ છે એક નેગેટિવ છે. સો ધીસ એન્ડ ધીસ ટર્મ વિલ ગેટ કેન્સલ્ડ. સો વી કેન રાઇટ 2 cos n theta. એટલે x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n equal to આ મળી ગયું. એ જ આપણે પ્રૂવ કરવાનું હતું. ઓકે, સો વી હેવ પ્રૂવડ ધ ફર્સ્ટ પાર્ટ, that is this term should be equal to this, and we got that this term is equivalent to 2 cos n theta. Now we will move to the second part. Now here what is given? X raised to 2n plus 1 divided by x raised to 2n minus 1 plus 1. Now we can rewrite this x raised to 2n term as, we can rewrite this equation as x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n divided by x raised to n minus 1 plus 1 upon x raised to n minus 1. કેમ કે આપણે આને સિમ્પ્લિફાય કરશું તો આપણને x raised to 2n plus 1 અને x raised to 2n minus 1 plus 1 જ મળશે. એટલે આપણે ખાલી આને આવી રીતના રીરાઇટ કર્યું કે જેને લીધે આપણે આ xn plus 1 upon xn છે એની જગ્યાએ આખી ટર્મ મૂકી શકીએ. Okay, so we already have this term, so in place of this we will write 2 cos n theta. એવી રીતના ખાલી આમાં ફેર શું છે કે અહીંયા x raised to n છે અને અહીંયા x raised to n minus 1 છે. It means કે જ્યાં n છે ત્યાં આપણે ખાલી n minus 1 મૂકી દઈએ તો we can rewrite this whole term as 2 cos n minus 1 theta લખી શકીએ. But this 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so we will get cos n theta divided by cos n minus 1 theta. એટલે x raised to 2n plus 1 divided by x raised to 2n minus 1 plus 1. આ જે આપણે પ્રૂવ કરવાનું હતું એ થઈ ગયું. બરાબર? So we can write Hence, prove. So example 5. If xr is equivalent to cos pi upon 2r plus I sin of pi upon 2r, then prove that x1 into x2 into x3 up to infinity is equivalent to minus 1. Okay, we have to prove this term. Then now we will prove. First of all, xr is given, that is cos pi upon 2r plus I sin pi upon 2r. In short form, if we want to write it in the short, then we can write it cis pi upon 2r. Because cis is equivalent to cos theta plus I sin theta, we just have written in the short form. So we can easily write all the terms. હવે XR છે એની બદલે આપણને શું આપ્યું છે કે x1, x2, x3. તો એ બધાનું આપણે જો સમ કરીએ તો -1 આવવું જોઈએ એવું આપણે પ્રૂવ કરવાનું છે, બરાબર? તો હવે we can write that x1 into x2 into x3 up to infinity હોય તો XR હોય તો x1 માટે શું થાય? pi upon 2 raised to 1 હશે. એવી રીતના XR માટે 1 માટે 2 raised to 1 છે તો r ની બદલે 2 હોય તો 2 raised to 2 થાય, 3 હોય તો 2 raised to 3 થાય. એટલે આપણે શું લખી શકીએ? into cis pi upon 2 raised to 2 into pi upon 2 raised to 3 up to infinity. x4 હોય તો pi upon 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 5 up to infinity, it will keep on going. Okay. Now if we take this is common, then we will get cis pi by 2 raised to 1. And if this both are in multiplication, so we can write that, we can add them. So plus pi upon 2 raised to square plus pi upon 2 raised to 3 plus pi upon 2 raised to 4 up to, it will go up to infinity. Okay. And now if we take pi upon 2 common, then we will get cis pi upon 2 common, then we will get here 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 raised to square plus 1 by 2 raised to cube. Okay, up to infinity. Okay. But already in 12th standard you have studied that this is the geometric series. This is the geometric series. અને geometric series માં આપણે શું લખતા હતા? a upon 1 minus r લખી શકીએ geometric series પ્રમાણે. So according to this geometric series, we can rewrite this equation as cis pi by 2. And in place of this whole term, we will write this according to geometric series. A upon 1 minus r. Now what is our a? A is 1. So 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus. And r is the difference between the two terms. That is 1 minus 1 by 2. That is 1 by 2. Or if you subtract 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, then also it is 1 by 2. So we have expressed this whole term in the form of, according to, as it is a geometric series, we have expressed it in the form of a upon 1 minus r. And if you solve it further, you will get cis pi. And according to, if we write its form, then we will get cos pi plus I sin pi. But value of cos pi is -1, but sin pi is 0. So we got -1. So that is what we have to prove. And we proved that if we multiply all these terms up to infinity, then answer will be -1. Okay. So do practice such examples of de Moivre's at your home. Thank you everyone. I hope you all liked my video lecture. Thank you.